It will be 4 years next month since Lahinch man Mihal, or Mick Ryan, was killed. The 39-year-old's daughter was 3 years old at the time, his son just 6 months.
My son, he's aware that he doesn't have a dad and why he doesn't have a dad, but you know, he has a very raw understanding of it. So every time we get on a plane, he's like, the first thing he says, are we all going to die? Going to an airport, my kids say, are we going to lose you? Because the word lose is associated with the loss of their father.
A deputy chief engineer with the UN World Food Programme, Mick was on board a Boeing 737 MAX aircraft that crashed in Ethiopia, killing all 157 people on board.
2 reports came out in America, the House report and the Congress report, which totally indicated that, you know, from their investigation, Boeing were at fault.
Nisha and some of the other affected families have rejected a compensation offer. A court found that their rights as victims were violated when the US Department of Justice agreed on a deferred prosecution agreement, or DPA.
Which basically left Boeing off the hook. They got a slap on the wrist, a small government fine, had to pay out some compensation, mainly to the airlines. 70% compensation went to the airlines, and then a certain amount then went to the victims' families.
Nisha has attended a court in Texas in the past week as the families continue to pursue justice.
We were 12 families, but we represented 346 people that were killed on 2 flights. One man that spoke lost all his children, his wife and his mother-in-law in one plane crash. We want this deferred prosecution to be ripped up. This should never have existed in the first place. We want Boeing to face trial, to be prosecuted. We want the CEOs of Boeing to face trial for manslaughter.
The families are now awaiting a judge's ruling as they seek independent oversight of the deferred prosecution agreement. Eric Clark, Virgin Media News.